we've talked a little bit about what constitutes best example or best examples for painting and sculpture, and how we divide it between art history, iconography, and religious context. Now, these are not completely separate, unrelated things. I mean, there can be tremendous overlap between all three: iconography, religious context, and art history and masterwork. So we shouldn't look at it that way. But when we're looking at specific subjects, then there are certain criteria. There is certain criteria that one needs to be mindful of that will make a figure more attractive or less attractive, or make it more accurate textually, according to the traditions and according to the source literature. Now, for the form of Avalokiteshvara with four arms in a seated posture, white in color, in Sanskrit Chatur Bhuja. Chatur is four, Bhuja is arms. He is the Avalokiteshvara most commonly associated with the Om Mani Padme Hum mantra. So for this form of Avalokiteshvara, the form itself is quite static because there's not a lot of movement to the body. It is not like Green Tara or Vajrapani or Adapachana Manjushri. This form is very static in its posture, seated in Vajra posture, looking straight ahead. The first pair of hands are held at the heart in an Anjali Mudra, in a palms together prayer type gesture. The second set of arms, the second set of hands are extended to the sides and upraised at the level of approximately the shoulder. The hand on each side is at the shoulder level, and it holds in the right, it holds a white mala, white prayer beads, or a white, sometimes it's said it's crystal. There's different ways that it can be described, but in the early Sanskrit literature that I've seen, it just says white mala, a white garland of beads. In the left hand is a white flower, a lotus flower, and the flower, of course, is being held by the stem, and the flower blossom is upwards above the hand. Now, the key points here with Chatur Bhuja Lokeshvara is the body proportions must be balanced. The head must be straight. The arms must be of equal distance to the sides of the body. The torso must be the appropriate length for the head and for the folded legs in Vajra posture. So the body proportions must be balanced. This is the first key iconographic point. The second key point is the second set of arms must be, again, proportional, and they cannot be extended out to the sides too far, but they also cannot be too close to the body. If they're too close to the body, then there's not enough contrast, and then they blend in, and it just looks like a very wide, very big set of shoulders and upper torso. So the placement of the second set of arms is very, very important and very key to having a beautiful form and having a best example. Now, the third key iconographic point is the contrasting colors used by the artist for the surrounding the body of Avalokiteshvara. Of course, this doesn't apply to sculpture. We're talking about a painting here. The contrasting colors are extremely important because if the colors are too light, then they blend too much with the extended second pair of arms, second set of arms. So the contrasting color is very important, and also a lack of embellishment, a lack of ornamentation and excessive lotuses or vines or leaves is also important. because if the artist adds too much, then it conflicts with the body, with seeing the body of Avalokiteshvara, and really being able to identify the second set of arms properly. So those are the three key points, really: body proportions in balance, the second set of arms, the length and the placement, and then the artist and the contrasting colors used as the background for the form of Lokeshvara. Hit the like button. You can subscribe, and you can also become a donor. Join HAR on Patreon and help support the teaching work that we do at Himalayan Art Resources.